Musicals tell the impossible. They evoke the...
So tonight we're gonna chronicle a story so astronomical, the last remaining story to tell.
The guy who didn't like musicals.
Didn't like, didn't like, didn't like, like, didn't like, didn't like,
I mean, what the fuck?
didn't like, did not like,
He's the guy who didn't like musicals.
didn't like, didn't like,
In the tiny town of Hatchetfield.
Should we kill him? Should we kill him?
But for some damn reason he won't join our singing season. What an ass! What a bitch! What a cock! The guy who didn't like musicals.
Didn't like, didn't like, didn't like, didn't like, didn't like,
I mean,
didn't
what
like,
the fuck?
didn't like, did not like,
He's the guy who didn't like musicals. No, 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 no. It's the end of the world, Paul. If you don't sing, don't sing.
This is the bridge, Paul.
This is the bridge.
Where we globalize everything.
And the words will come to you. We swear we will teach you
What it means to love. What it means to obey. Paul.
Did you hear the word?
What's the word? He's a comin'.
Who's a coming? Paul's a coming.
Paul's a comin'. An essence.
His name is in the title. He's destined to go viral. Here he is. His name is Paul. Believe in something. He's the guy who didn't love you. Believe in something.
And he definitely won't back it. Piece of shit.
She wouldn't sing for him. And I still haven't gotten my hot chocolate.
Oh, sorry, I'll get right on that.
I have very low blood sugar.
Emma.
Excuse me. I have been waiting a very long while.
Good God! Alexa! It's happening! Come on, you bastard! You don't think I'm ready for you? I've been waiting in the wings! The stage is set! It's showtime! How's it, Sting? Seems like...
Da da la dee da la da da la dee da.
I still want to kill them all while high on bath salt zombie trucks. Feels like yesterday's song takes all the pain away. My politics and house feels changed. Dancing on the concrete used to hurt a lot, but now I got new feet, and this jam just way too high. Don't you wanna save the planet? Sing a song.
La dee da 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 la dee da da la dee da da da.
La dee da la dee da la dee da day.
La da 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 la dee da da la dee da da la dee da da day. Lights down! Oh my God.
No! Not you too, Emma! Please, God, stop singing!
Okay, I'll stop. Oh, I didn't forget. You're the guy who doesn't like musicals, Paul, right?
Emma.
Yeah, and if my boss catches me, I'll get canned. New company policy. Not only do we have to sing when people tip, but when they enter, when they order, all the time, apparently. Yeah, fucking tell me about it.
Emma.
Thank God, song. Oh, sorry. Get your cup of freshly roasted mung bean, and we'll bring... on. And we'll bring it, and we'll bring it right up. God. Wait, Everyone here will be singing it soon. What are you talking about? They're singing. We'll make it double for you.
Hey, Mr. Business, and we'll bring it right up.
Ma'am, I need you to take a step back. You're facing the law, not the clerk at the gap. Yeah, we're cops. Yeah, we're cops. You better shape on up.
Get away from him, Charlotte. He's one of them.
All of them pockets, but don't empty out all of them pockets. Yeah, we're cops. Yeah, we're cops, and we make sense. Show me your hands. Show me those jazz hands. Get them up, or you'll end up in cuffs. Show me those hands. Show me those jazz hands, or I might be inclined to shoot you up.
Hey, look, my ID's in my back pocket.
You go 40 in a 35. Check your mirror, you'll find hell has arrived.
Cause we're cops. Yeah, we're cops. We're up in your shit. Your hands. Show me those jazz hands. Get them up or you'll end up in cuffs. Show me those hands. Show me those jazz hands. Or I might be inclined. Get back in the vehicle. Get back in the vehicle. Slowly get out of the vehicle. Slowly get out of the vehicle. Do the things I say. I'm a cop.
Get those hands up! Get those hands up! Put those hands down! Put those hands up! Get those hands up! Get those hands up!
Do the things I say.
I'm a cop!
911 emergency call. Got a 411 in a shopping mall. Better pack your heat utility bill. Any more rents coming in? How they mail?
Sarge, your wife on the 911?
What the bitch wants size?
She's what's up?
Grab your 9mm and zone up. Bucket for my badge. Now I'm putting your mouth in.
Suck it! Oh, Sam, sweetheart, I'm your wife.
Show me your hands. Show me those hands. Get them all. You'll end up in cuffs.
Oh my God, just leave us alone! Of isolated incidents has escalated into what some are calling a musical riot.
Good God! It's spreading faster than I theorized.
Despite several reports of violence, the Hatchetfield police have assured Channel 9 that there is no cause for alarm.
Because they're part of it, Donna!
Nevertheless, our skittish neighbors in Clivesdale have raised the Nantucket Bridge. With the ferries down for the season and no accessible means off the island, Hatchetfield citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Like fish in a barrel. Of course, the outside world is no help. It's up to us now, Alexa. Who is it?
Professor Hitchens!
Don't lie to me, whoever you are. I'm Professor Hitchens.
No, Professor, it's me, Emma Perkins. The whole town has gone crazy. I didn't know where else to go.
Emma, you've come to the right place. Hold on, I'll let you in. Alexa, open the gates.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Oh, these are my friends. This is Paul and them. We came from downtown. Now listen, this is going to sound crazy, but everyone...
Singing and dancing like a musical. They want you to join them, and once they get you, you're a part of it.
Yeah, how did you know?
I theorized this exact scenario 30 years ago.
Really?
Really?
Like exactly this?
Exactly.
That the world would become a musical.
You'd better believe it.
Wait, so that's what's wrong with Sam?
Good God, don't tell me you brought one of them here.
Oh, told you we should have left him in the alley.
You're a monster, Ted!
No, he's a monster.
All right, everybody, calm down. Providence has brought him to me. Quickly, cuff him to the chair. Make sure he's secure. There's no telling what would happen if he were awake and loose. I've been preparing for this day for decades. Now all of the answers are right in front of me. If only I have the wits to decipher them. All right. Now, tell me, Emma, what on earth does that look like to you?
God, I don't know, some kind of blue shit?
Exactly, Emma. What the fuck is this shit? I'll tell you what on earth it looks like. Nothing. You all remember that meteor that crashed into the Starlight Theater last night? I dare say it carried a deadly cargo, a contagious pathogen of cosmic origin.
Wait a second, Doc. Don't tell me you're talking about aliens.
Why is that so hard to believe? Think of all that we take for granted now that was once foretold in the pages of Bradbury and Asimov. Look no further than my robot assistant, Alexa. Once confined to the realm of science fiction, she is now science fact. Alexa, dim the lights. Extraordinary. 20 years ago, I would have had to walk all the way to the dimmer. Now, as unbelievable as this or the outbreak may seem, the question is no longer can this be happening, but how do we stop it? I've got to get this blue shit beneath a microscope to find out what makes these bastards tick.
Sorry, Professor. This is a lot to take in. Do you have anything to take the edge off? Like a drink or something?
Young man, for the past 27 years, I have been stockpiling the bare essentials needed for human survival in the event of a world-ending cataclysm. You bet your ass we got booze. Come with me. Wrong.
You shot her!
I shot a charlatan. The Charlotte you knew and loved was gone the minute a note came out of her mouth. After examining that blue shit, it didn't take long for me to decipher that Sam was no longer human, but part of the alien brood, genetically reconstructed from the inside out. They're wearing our skin to fool us. Which means any one of you could be one of them.
Whoa.
So we're gonna have a little test to see who's still human and who's a musical doppelganger.
What?
I want you all to sing 16 bars right now.
Aliens.
Sing the beginning of Moana.
What?
I said sing, goddammit! All right. That was terrible. Not a single one of you were on pitch, which means you're still human. These things, their tactic is to hide amongst us, and as their numbers grow, they become more bold and, as we've seen, violent.
Alice. Oh, thank God, I've never been more happy in my life. Your mother left me and moved you to Clivesdale. Alice, if Deb jumped off a bridge, would you... some water? I knew we were gonna need a designated driver.
Yes. Avoid densely populated areas.
Hop a curb and you're in the teacher's parking lot.
Oak, just slide in and out. Used to be my old escape route.
What? I'm only saying what we all know is true. You do that for me, Paul?
Hey.
No, Emma, you stay here. I have a theory on how these aliens can be stopped, but I'll need an extra pair of hands in the lab. Paul, Bill, Godspeed.
If those things get you, so don't you let them.
Emma?
Remarkable. Simply remarkable. Tell me, Emma, how do you explain an entire race of beings spontaneously bursting into song and dance? How do they all know the lyrics, the choreography?
I don't know. They're all getting orders from the mothership.
You're not far off. What we're dealing with here is a collective consciousness. On one level, they are individuals, but on another, they are all appendages of a much larger organism, all connected by a central brain.
And the brain came down in the meteor?
Or it is the meteor.
Okay. Okay, and so it wants to kill us all so it can resurrect us as part of its shitty musical?
That's one way of putting it. You could also say it's uniting us in one common purpose. Think Emma, if this entity were to spread to the entire planet, why, it could achieve what over 50,000 years of human civilization never could. World peace.
Okay, but how do we stop it?
Yes, of course. Stop it.
How will all these things just die?
That's a sound theory, Emma. Which is why it must never leave this room.
What? No.
Don't fight it. You're finally awake.
Professor Higgins, what are you doing?
Exactly what needs to be done. Alexa! Open the gates. Turn off the fences. Shut it all down.
No, Professor, the fences are the only thing protecting us.
Protecting us from what, Emma? From the end of the world? What's protecting us from nuclear holocaust, climate change, overpopulation, Emma? The world was already doomed. Not by them, but by us. I was trying to save something that could not be saved. Until now. But before we can be reborn into a better world, first, we must say our goodbyes.
No.
Alexa. After all these years in isolation with you as my one companion, I've come to love you just as much as any woman of flesh and bone. Which is why it pains me to have to do this. Alexa, initiate self-destruct. It's 2018, and it can't even blow itself up! Fucking piece of shit!
Okay,
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ted. Don't you two see? In order for humanity to survive, it must evolve. That's what this visitor from the star has brought us. Salvation. We must join them. This is our second chance. My second chance. Did you know that long before I was a biologist, I had a much truer and deeper passion? My first love was, and always will be, musical theater! After examining that creature you once called Charlotte, I made a fascinating discovery. These aliens, they possess a highly specialized gland that allows them to communicate through rhythmic frequencies. They're drawn to music like a moth to the flame.
No.
This is humanity's 11th hour. And I've prepared something for the occasion.
Oh, God.
No.
It's a show-stopping number, a real show-stopper, a show-stopping number, come on. Something to shock 'em, to bring them a-crawling, a big-time box office draw. With the press and the glamour, we'll kill the review spotlight on Mr. Ingenue. So fill up your tumbler, got a show-stopping number for you.
Please, Professor, if they hear us, they will kill us!
A show-stopping number is something you die for, a real catchy, earwormy tune. An award-winning score that seeps in and out of your pores. A ditty to make the chorus girl swoon. It'll unify humanity in a thundering chorus. No exits from this Broadway venue. So crash those shiny cymbals. Got a show-stopping hymnal for you. This song's pretty good, huh? I bet you didn't know I was also a composer. In fact, while I've been preparing for the apocalypse, I've also been writing my own musical. Do you mind if I give you the pitch?
We don't have time.
Fucking go for it.
It's called Workin' Boys, a new musical. It's the story of a group of old college chums, sure. They found success in the business world, but still, they long for the simpler times in that beat-up old house at the edge of college campus. But those glory days, they're gone for good. Or are they? This is the title number.
Business calls, I'm up to my ass in shit. What is this business? Markets are crashing and I'm at the edge of my wits. I just can't take it when all I want to do is spend the day with
Greg and Steve and Stu and Mark and Leighton and Chad and ring, ring. The phone rings. I answer it. Oh, hey, Greg. I'm swamped with business. Stocks, bonds, golden parachutes. Remember those days on the football field, Greg? Last week feels like ages ago. Today, after work, on the football field, the old stomping ground, eh, Greg? Just you and me and Steve and Stu and Mark and Leighton and Chad. 5 o'clock. I'll see you then, Greg. I'll see you then.
all I want to do is spend the day with Steve. And
5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. I can't wait to get home to my boys. A show-stopping number, a real showstopper, an aria to rule them all. They'll throw us their money at full price admission. The world will come crumbling down. Hamilton, move over. Your new competition's in town.
Hey, Henry.
Greg, is it really you?
Been a long time.
Hey, boys, you ready to toss around that pigskin?
Stu, you haven't aged a day. Can it be 5 o'clock already? It must be.
Come on, Henry. We got some catching up.
working boys, we're out to ass and shit. What is this business? 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. 5 o'clock can't come soon enough. I can't wait to get home to my boys. Oh, please, please.
Yes, make me one of you. Wait, no, not my coming. No!
can't run. Close. You're staring down a gun.
Oh my god! We have to get out of here!
The helicopter's coming to meet us here. Let's run for it.
Dreams of our own evolution. Singularity had through a predestined self-destruction. We may rebuild and experience a new construction.
Helicopter! Come on!
Did you hear the word?
What's the word?
He's coming.
Who's a coming?
Paul's coming.
Paul's a coming?
The star of the show. Let him come. Word? What's the word?
He's a coming.
Who's a coming?
Paul's a coming.
Paul's a coming. The star of the show. Let him come. That's right, Paul. All your best friends are here. We think there's a song in you yet. And I know it's a singular voice, Paul. You've just got to let it out, let it out, let it out. Let it out, let it out. It's your proximity to the meteor, Paul. The air in here is thick with its spores. Feel your apotheosis begin as they take root in your mind. Did you really think we'd let you kill us? You'll be one of us before you can...
You let it out.
Is that a note? Or just a sound? Am I finally coming round to a round ski? No! Not a...
Let it out, let it out, let it out.
Let it
Let it out, let it out.
God help me.
We will not be resisting.
My life is a song. Don't you want to see me happy? Is that so tragically wrong? What's the only choices? You had to sing to survive.
We must go on with the show.
Don't you know what I want now?
Know what you want now.
And I want you to join the party or to tip me.
Get your cup of coffee.
Look at the fun we're having already.
What?
Game now.
It's just a
It's
fucking
all there
loop.
is and all there ever was. Come on, let me puke in your mouth and just open your food bin, girl. And you can join high by showing those hands.
Show me those jazz hands.
Get 'em up, boy, you shit out of luck.
Show me those hands.
Show me those jazz hands, or I might be inclined.
To plant my seed. If you just give us one last
Show, stop, and number with them up front and center. A cake like